There we go. What up?
Good day, my Titans worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
Salute.
Question box down here, guys. Hit those questions.
All videos that we put before that one for the shorts and the folder. Reels.
What up, Superman?
Let me show you then.
I know where to look, so what are you trying to show me?
No, if you know where to look, then
Yeah.
I would go with the 2025 folder. No?
I want old.
Oh,
I want
jeez.
way back when.
Is that Escanor's axe behind you?
Yes, it is. What do we got going on?
Remember all those? Those that are really good. This should go on
Wow.
Facebook and all that, you know what I mean? So it's on this phone, I never could find them on there because they were on here.
These,
Yeah, all this. See this, that's what I'm looking at. All this, more things, yeah, shape.
wow.
Yeah, so it's all on this phone. Also have one going with Jimmy.
Hey, Jeff, while
Yeah.
we're doing this, will you send me the rib cage again from Jimmy Bluff?
Okay.
And one additional Jimmy.
Yeah.
Say it again?
Great. You know,
Yeah, those are good ones. Let's for you guys too at home. Let's absolutely crush this on questions to help you guys. An idea too on a question that might help you is that it's somewhat of a routed question that's going to help everybody. Somebody asked me this weekend, they said, hey, what do you recommend to young kids that want to bodybuild? And my answer to that was 100% do a competition, bodybuild, or do a powerlifting meet. And those are different, I think, and I'm going to say I believe they're different, mostly because most people don't train other sports like bodybuilders train or powerlifters train, mostly bodybuilders. And so I said, I think you should do a competition for bodybuilding to a young kid. Now, that may seem like, well, why? They don't want to bodybuild, or why would you want to do that instead of just work out and diet? Because there's a level of getting into contest shape, walking on stage, all the way up to the last 24 hours. It's such a different level of a mindset. It's like the only thing closer to that would be like wrestling, but wrestling again isn't 24/7. And so the reason I say bodybuilding is 24/7 is because of the diet, the goal setting, the dedication, the absolute addiction to being OCD and precise for 12 weeks beyond any other sport. Okay, beyond anything else that I've ever thought of, even craft arts and stuff, because arts is still, there's not a food content to that, where in bodybuilding there is a food content. And again, I kind of said powerlifting at the beginning, but powerlifters usually are a little bit more free when it comes to food relative to a bodybuilder. And the way that the food plays with you mentally at the end is closer to a wrestler or a fighter. But again, it's 24/7 for 12 weeks. Now, let's say you do the show, you get your ass kicked, you absolutely suck, you don't got the genetics for it. I think you win in life bigger than anything else that can set you up. I think it sets you up better than college sets you up. I think it sets you better than any kind of team sport. I think it sets you up in a way that you have no comprehension on how much that could help for a lifetime of goal setting, dedication, and mental strength over one of the number one addictions, which is food. And so I thought it was a bright question from a young kid that probably didn't expect my answer, was just probably saying, hey, is it beneficial, whatever. But I think it's actually tenfold. I think it's bigger than anything I did in my life to help me achieve other things in my life, because I competed by the time I was 13 and 14 years old. That I have no comprehension of anything outside of goal setting, staying on a plan, staying on nutrition, and all that. So that's my 2 cents. Is that?
That's the man.
Question though is, Mo, are we putting up the tree today?
Let's go.
Joe's on.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
Do you think he doesn't got his tree up yet?
It's gonna be a fun Christmas for Joe because of the little one.
I know. Joe, you're going to have a blast with the little one.
Yeah, it's gonna be
But it's
so
always
fun.
blessed. Joe's like me, man.
And you know, it doesn't take a
Christmas
lot
more
of
for us.
pictures. Watch how many pictures gonna take this Christmas.
Also, side note, for anybody that's putting up their Christmas tree early, if somebody gets mad or the missus doesn't want the Christmas tree up, just throw a sheet over it. Now it's a ghost. So
Or just throw the
you
missus.
win. It's Halloween. Pull the sheet off after Halloween. You got the Christmas tree up.
Or just throw the missus out.
Yeah, or just get a new missus. Big Joe's here. Look at
Do you want this arm too? I'm just going through some.
I think that
This is
plus
solid.
the rib cage.
Is the rib cage over there?
No,
or
rib cage
when you were,
was 2 weeks ago when we were over
oh,
there,
like
and his hand. I just had it back here,
Okay.
and I was like this, and there was a
Oh, yeah,
moment,
yeah.
and it was such a good. I think boom, boom, and you could actually just do voiceover,
Okay.
if you want to do it that way.
Sure.
Hey guys, side note: this gentleman right here is involved with, by far, an incredible company called Piedmontese. And if you throw up something,
It's common.
would you
It's coming.
clip this, post this? There is a level of steak. You know, this is just a level of steak that these guys do that is better than anything and everything else. And I know that there's a lot of people out there that follow me that have their own ranches and stuff. And I love you, man. I appreciate you guys. Keep doing what you're doing, but nothing compares to this right here. And we'll put this over on Instagram for you guys too. But if you want some great healthy steak, boom. I mean, steak is already the superfood, but this is like, this is metahuman steak. This is, and again, only do this if you want to be actually extraordinary.
This is what you're eating today. Just show him. Joe.
Ooh.
I'll get rid of my eyes.
I'll get
There we go.
Oh, you got it.
That right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Ground beef from Piedmontese.
And we'll put this back up here, right there. There's the link to that right there.
There's some specials going on, which I'm gonna go and jump on there right now. Just saying.
That one's free.
That one's free. Next one's going to cost you. Hey, Mo,
Yeah.
what do you say?
Huh?
What do you say?
He said he fixed it. It was the pilot. Just had to. It went off,
It's because
It's fixed.
it's outside.
and it's not charging it.
He didn't say that, did he?
Yeah, no. He goes, just so you know, I'm not charging it.
Well, and I know that already. Jeez. Turn it on, though, would you?
Mhm.
Jeez Louise.
I don't have my tree up yet. Soon though.
All right, then it's a race. Then it is a race, because I'll get my tree up before today's out.
I see.
Look at this guy.
This is the future here, my friend. This car is going to drive me while we talk. We're going to have the whole live, and I ain't going to do anything except for conversate with you and educate these fine people out there and have a great conversation.
Sounds good. Sounds
is
good,
that
my
the
man.
Cybertruck? What is that?
That is the Cybertruck. When he calls, he'll leave me a message, and he's just talking like this,
No,
not even watching the road.
It's fully
Fully autonomous. It's supervised right now here in Florida, Texas. It's fully automated, but so you have to basically look forward. So if you're looking forward, like there's a little camera in here, and it won't do anything to you. If you start like messing around, like going to the back seat, it'll start like dinging you in strikes, and then if you get 5 strikes, it will disable it for like a whole week. It's insane.
wow.
Right?
I'm curious on internet connection as you drive and stuff, right? That'd be the one thing.
He looks great.
It looks clean right
Yeah,
now.
he
5G. I got 5G all the way here to home, man. I've done this I don't know how many times with so many podcasts or like meetings that I've done. I just don't got enough time in the day, so I'm just like, all right, like let me try this out. Let me see how this goes, and honestly, it works great.
No, yeah.
It looks awesome.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
your
gonna put a Starlink on my truck. You can do with the magnet, and you got guaranteed like lightning speeds wherever you go.
There we go. That, my friends, is called a busy man. And so he's fitting us in today. We just started off talking, but my guy, Joe from Piedmontese was on here. And so we were just talking about the steak there. And you've had, I know we sent you out a gift case at one time.
Yes.
So.
Very good. Very tasty, for sure, 100%.
Here's an interesting one for you're a busy guy, John. So here, do this one.
Yeah.
You travel the world. Talk to us.
Absolutely. So what's your workout in your motel room? If you can't get a gym, answer me. All right. So we want to do sit-ups. We can do dips with chairs. You could even do curls with some of those chairs or some of the different things that you might have in the room for sure, 100%. You can obviously do wall slides and squats there. I mean, there's a number of jumping jacks. I mean, you can run in place. I mean, there's whole different thing that you could possibly do there. You can do cardiovascular. You can do little, resistance training. You could bring a band with you. I'd recommend that. Like if you're traveling on the go, there are those bands where you can put your feet on underneath them and really get some really good tension in there. I think you do all kinds of different exercises like that too as well. Most hotels or motels usually have some sort of exercise fitness area, whether it's cardiovascular equipment or just light dumbbells. And then always look for guest pass around the country. Like, there's these different chains that you can literally go on and get a pass from, like a free day pass or free week pass from somewhere, even pay for it if you want to do that like that. I mean, I'm working on something really big for all Titan Medical Center patients, all the Titan crew people, where they're going to be able to get a $29.99 membership to LA Fitness or any of their clubs around around the world. I mean, you can't get that for $29.99, dude. They sell for $45 right now. It's like $100 initiation and $50 yearly. They're cutting all that for our people. So I'm gonna do some big things with them for sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. For me, I would say go visit a gym. I can't work out in a hotel room, and I recommend. Yeah, there's enough gyms. There's enough gyms that you can go to. And I think something that's really cool about traveling is finding these little gems, these little gyms that are just gems to go train. And we were in Romania, and we got to visit these little gyms in just minute towns, and they were great. They had everything I needed.
Yeah, they're nice. I mean, you find little mom and pop ones there that you obviously don't see because they're not chains or anything like that. So they're cool, man. There's some cool places you can find for sure. That's what you got a little time, definitely go do it.
Longest stretch you ever stopped?
Longest stretch you ever stopped working?
Johnny.
That was a month. I had 12 weeks or whatever it is because of surgeries.
Right.
So you can't do anything. They'll let you do anything in 12 weeks, 16 weeks. I think is the longest it's been for me, and that's. I think the longest I ever did was when I broke my collarbone. It took me 3.5 months to have my collarbone come back. And then that was a pain in the ass, when you're starting to bench press again, you start to do the upper body, you start feeling those little pains in that area, you know. But yeah, that was a big one, and that was like the biggest struggle, I think, you know, because back then, you know, you have all those gains, you lose all those gains because you can't work out. I mean, you're just eating, and that's about it. So that's all you can do. You can't drive yourself crazy, you know, because people do. They get depressed, they get down. I've been there. Trust me. The best thing I think you do is keep that game plan. You know, get the eating on point, and then when you're ready to rock and roll, go back in there. Don't do anything crazy, but start getting it hard right away.
I agree with Johnny.
Yeah. So that was one.
Get back in there and make it happen.
Yeah.
All
Obviously,
right.
BPC and TB500 if you want to heal faster. I didn't have those back when I had my collarbone. I don't know if there was anything for the bone anyway, but otherwise, anything else, it definitely will help.
The question here is, if you injured your elbow or bruised, what kind of things would you do? Elbow sleeves, or just take extended rest? And just to everybody here, Johnny was talking about some peptides that help with injury and injury recovery. And there's more than just a couple nowadays. So there's quite a few.
Yep.
Again, Johnny can name you all these things and peptides, but my recommendation is if you're healing or trying to heal, talk to Titan Medical about all this peptides that can help you. And nowadays, it's a new world. It's a new world, man. I love it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Healing peptides like BPC 157 and TB500 are true game changers. And then don't forget about, you know, IGF-1 or those growth releasing hormone peptides too as well, to help that recovery, help it faster, you heal better. I mean, you know, as we get older, it's harder to heal our bodies. So we want every tool in the toolbook or toolbox, I think, that we can have to actually help us.
Go for it, Jeffrey.
Yeah, and we're just going to start from the top.
Yeah,
Some
go
of
ahead.
These are real beginner questions, but
We always got new, and we will do this. We'll try to get to all the questions, and even if there are beginner questions, we'll try to answer the best we can. Because I know we got new followers every week, right?
yeah.
That's the cool thing
That's
about
right.
this.
Yep.
Go for it, Johnny.
All right. If one muscle group is sore, do you still train other muscle groups, or do you wait until there's no soreness before you start training? So, I mean, if you have one muscle group sore, listen, you definitely want recovery. You don't want to, like, you know, mess that up. But, like, I mean, you know, if your legs are sore, that doesn't mean you can't work out upper body. Makes any sense, right? I mean, you definitely want recovery. You want your body to be in the right state when you're training. But, you know, at that point, that doesn't mean, like, you know, give yourself a week off every week if you have soreness in the body in some area. That's what I get out, right? What do you think, Mike?
So just so everybody hears me, the question is, if one body part is sore, hypothetically the legs, do you wait till that soreness from the legs goes away, or can you train another body part? And so what I take from this is the person is very elementary to exercise, very, very brand new. And if this resonates with you guys at home, my recommendation is get a trainer.
Oh,
Get a trainer, because this is a little too elementary, right? This is if your understanding is any body part sore so you can't train, you're really at a beginning stage, and I would recommend somebody that can help you with training and nutrition.
Yeah.
And so also think of that too when you ask the questions. If it seems, I'll try to help you out here, because it is such a long time to create a physique like John has.
right.
It takes decades. And so if we can kind of bring that down to a shorter period of time, I think that's really beneficial for you guys. So I'll try to recommend, go get a trainer. You know, there's enough stuff online that you can get somebody and work with somebody.
Absolutely.
But yeah, to answer this guy's question, yeah, even if you're injured on a body part, let's say he's asking about soreness, but you broke your ankle.
Oh, yeah.
Go train your arms. Go train your shoulders.
Right.
So
Right.
the level of this question, that's why I said go get a trainer.
That's a good idea. That's a good recommendation, Mike, for sure.
Go for it.
Yep. Where did this one go? Here we go.
How do you get rid of visceral fat from the stomach? Oh, there's a couple ways you can do that. So one, you start working out, you change your diet, right? That might trickle around, take some of that visceral fat away. You can use some peptides like testosterone, or some of these other peptides like retatrutide and such that will help start getting rid of that visceral fat at an expedited rate while you're making the transition to a healthy lifestyle and you're eating correctly and you're training and doing these things for recovery and such. You know, I did read a study, Mike, just recently. I'll have to send it over to you. It's kind of crazy. They said that if you do 4 minutes of crunches, you can actually start working on the stomach area. I don't know how true that is. I don't know not. I got to look over the really crazy thing because it's always been, listen, if you train in a certain area, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get thinner in that area, right? Like, you train abs all day, it doesn't mean you're going to get a six-pack if you're 290 pounds and you're 4'11", right? You're just bulging out everywhere. So I would stick to a good diet, a good training regimen, recovery, and the peptides like testosterone or maybe retatrutide or one of those great ones. Your first call would be medical center. We can help you out with that. We can get you some of these things. You can get rid of some of this visceral belly fat and start living more optimally and healthier.
Look like Johnny when he goes to the beach or the pool parties.
Yeah.
I like that. Doesn't the car remind you of what's Stallone's movie when he got frozen, then he comes back and he fights Wesley Snipes?
Oh, you're talking about
Judge Dredd.
Is it Judge Dredd?
Is that what it's called?
No. Demolition Man. Demolition Man. That's what it is. Dredd was a good movie. Both Dredds were good. But that wasn't Demolition Man. That's where they came back.
I see.
Yeah, because it's like everything was automatic. You know, it's like
Straight up future.
everything was futuristic.
Gotta love it. This is the future.
God, I want to say things if I had that car. I could go on long trips. I ain't saying nothing yet. You all know. Go for it, Johnny. You got another one for you.
All right. You mentioned in the past to lay off cardio when bulking up. How would you suggest maintaining good cardiovascular fitness for sports while trying to bulk up in the off season for a 27-year-old male? So I don't necessarily think that he said turn off all the cardio because, I mean, there's still people that do some cardiovascular exercises, right? I don't. I'm sorry about that. I probably should because you're absolutely right, man. You need good cardiovascular health, right? Especially if you're high risk for cardiovascular events, you know, in your family and stuff. So, you know, this is something you should work in, but not like prioritize, I guess, as much in the bulking stage. I would do it a couple times a week, maybe. You know, even sprints are good, maybe 3 times a week though. But at that point, I wouldn't go crazy on cardiovascular while you're trying to bulk up. I mean, you can't do cardio all day. I know somebody was telling me the other day, like, I'm trying to get my legs stronger, so I'm doing a whole bunch of cardiovascular work. I'm like, well, I could probably get the legs a little bit stronger, but probably gonna lose a lot of weight. You're not gonna bulk up like you want to. So it's just, you know, just doing those things, you know, not doing as much cardio and slowing down a little bit.
He's actually correct. I say absolutely not. Here's the thing. You're 27. You're doing some sports, and so that is your cardiovascular. But if you're 27, I don't know if it's jiu-jitsu or you're playing basketball or what the sport is at 27 that you're doing. It's a give and take. You're trying to bulk up for bodybuilding and try to build muscle. So in that case, yeah, cardiovascular is the worst thing for you. Doing cardio is the worst thing for you because it's going to put you in a deficit. You're burning off the extra calories you're trying to use to put on muscle. So it's just a give and take. It's up to you on what level you want to be. And it's, again, it depends on how good you want to be at the sport that you're doing. And then also how much you want to put on muscle. Muscle's hard.
Mm-hmm.
That's the bottom line is putting on muscle is just really, really hard. So that just goes with the territory. So, but again, I do jiu-jitsu and it is a way out game of the more jiu-jitsu I do, the more it hurts my weightlifting. So You just got to be smart about this. And it's not like you get to do what you don't get to do it all. The bottom line is you don't get to do it all. So do you want to do jiu-jitsu 6 days a week or 5? You're going to be destroyed in the gym. So
Yep, that's true.
I saw something, and I'm trying to think of who said it. Oh, it was a voiceover, so I don't know if it's Mike Menser or AI.
Right.
But Mike will hit some slams
Well, hit some slams.
because it comes off of Arthur Jones.
Right.
But
The alley-oop.
yeah. So he referenced, he didn't say it was from Arthur Jones, but it is from Arthur
Right.
Jones' book.
Yeah.
Is the gym is not about the guy that goes in there and lasts the longest and trains the hardest. It's about the guy that goes in there and plays a game of chess. Stimulate the body enough to where it's going to get better and get out to recover. So that goes with everything. Great question, though, sir. Great question.
All right.
Johnny, you okay over there?
All right, let me
Go for it.
Yeah, let me pull up something until Johnny comes back.
Sorry, there I am. I apologize. My my tripod messed up.
Oh, nice. Instagram is blowing up with this question. We've talked about it, but they are, I mean, like at least 20 questions about methylene blue,
Methylene blue.
like nonstop over here.
This is the same one that Kennedy's does a lot of, and it's just a food dye.
So it is.
Look,
It's just a food dye,
That's all it is.
but it's supposed to help stimulate the brain and help it focus.
Yeah, it's supposed to. I mean, it's supposed to stop cancer. There's a lot of things that have been attached to this drug, or well, food dye, I should say. So I don't know. I mean, there's some research on it, but there's not enough research out there. I think just to me, you know, because I want to start taking it because one, it's blue. You can inject this blue, methylene blue, and you pee blue. So if I get P type blue, I'm all about it.
You want it? Order some Mo.
All right, I want a P-type blue, but I want to make sure it's going to be healthy and it's going to be, safe for us. There are some patients that take it from us. They want to take the pills and stuff like that. But as far as that goes, they haven't relinquished any big benefits to me. Some people say they have a lot more energy by taking it, right? And can think a little bit better. That's what I've got back from patients from feedback. As far as that goes, I don't know. It's still up in the air, I think. All right. Thoughts on using Cialis for better pump at the
Before we jump on, I'm sorry, I got Jeff just doing a little research real quick on this one. You want to read us do you want to read us a little second?
On methylene blue?
Yeah.
It is, yeah. It's used as a diagnostic dye.
Is this what they probably use for blockage as well? I'm assuming blockage for arteries. Also, side note, you're too young. You don't need to do this. I'm going to head down to a organization in Arizona that's doing scans, a new upgrade to scans for heart, arteries, that kind of
calcium scores and such.
Yeah, but a newer behind the curtain. So I'm gonna head down there and do that, and I'll let you know about that. But that's something that for your dad, anything like that. All right.
Dude, I want to do it. I mean, that's no joke, man. I mean, I would definitely like to do calcium scores and such like that. If they have more diagnostics, I'm all about it. Definitely all about it. It's good to know that information. If people don't know what their calcium score is, definitely get that. It'll definitely tell you where you're at heart-wise for sure, too, as well. There's a couple different tests you can do, echocardiograms, but those calcium test scores are money, too, as well.
Good. You got anything new on that?
Yeah, a lot of people here are also saying that they like to combine methylene blue, epithalon, and thymosin beta-4 as part of anti-aging protocols, but it helps with everything from skin health, organ protection, muscle recovery, brain fog, depression, mood, motivation, kill bacteria and fungus, urinary tract infections, disinfect the blood before transfusions, like a million.
So what's the side effect?
You pee blue.
You pee blue.
There's those contraindications that go along with methylene blue too as well. So there are some people that cannot take methylene blue. So be careful about taking that. There are some contraindications. So you wouldn't think so, being a food dye and doing all these diagnostics, but there are contraindications. There are people that can have first reactions to it.
There's basic side effects like digestive.
Everybody has digestive today, so that can't be a side effect.
Headaches, mild anxiety.
Yeah, you want to look at medications that could have reverse adverse side effects with it too as well. I'd have to look at more, but there are some of the providers look at when they talk to people about methylene blue.
Blue sweat.
You literally excrete blue, like pee, sweat, like the whole nine. You're like a big Smurf. You'd be Papa Smurf.
Yeah, you know my just now. Wow, change up, huh? Whoa, we're gonna jump back to that. Thank you, Jeffrey, for bringing that in. Let's go for some more questions here.
All right, thoughts on using Cialis for better pumps at the gym? So of course, vasodilation. Of course, yeah, you're gonna get some better pumps there. Would I use Hercules Potion probably in that place or along with it? Absolutely, because it's not just a pump we're looking for. We're looking for recovery and all these other things that are going on in the process. So from recovery to helping liver functions, more collagen. I mean, being able to do more strenuous activity with the workout, like we want to look for that. If you want pumps too on top of it, you're going to get that with Hercules Potion. But if you want more, you can obviously use, Cialis or the other vasodilators, sildenafil, which is Viagra, and be able to utilize this in the gym and get great, outrageous pumps. Is there a
milligram that you should take? Is there a certain amount? Dose?
No, I wouldn't take a double dose. Like 5 milligrams is like the daily dose, like you could be prescribed, like for somebody that was taking it daily, like BPH or something like that. I would do 10 milligrams, maybe 20 milligrams at most. I wouldn't do any more than that. 20 milligrams is a lot for Cialis. So you're just taking 10.
You can do more. So you can do up to 20. Okay, I'm just saying, if it's a pump, I want to be pumped.
I'm saying though, off 10 you'll get a great pump. 20 is going to be like extreme. I mean, I guess you could do it. You could see which one you like really better. I mean, you could go in the gym, take 10 milligrams one day and be like, all right, let me take 20 the next and see which one I like the best.
Yeah, I'm starting out at 40.
I mean, if you really want to go really extreme like that, like we literally make a sildenafil and tadalafil like troche, so it's half Viagra, half Cialis. So you get the best of both worlds because one's more like fast acting and one's more like onslaught of when you're about to have sexual activity or or you're in the moment. So, if you're looking for something like that, we can do something like that for you guys, no problem. The other big one that we've got a big hit on this week because my buddy Chris Cavallini put in his newsletter for Nutrition Solutions was the porn star drug Trimix. So that one it just went crazy this week because of that post that he did. It's just nuts. And I wouldn't do it personally. I'm just being honest with you guys because I don't really like to inject, down there. But you know what? There's a lot of guys that do, or a lot of guys that are looking for that extreme superhero erection, and that is going to get it. It'll be a porn star if you want to be, your wife, your girlfriend, your buddy, whoever the hell. But it will definitely work.
Whoa!
I'm just saying. Listen, this is used across the board. I've got gay guys that use this, straight guys that use this, bi guys that use this. Like, so it's not non-discriminating.
So you said that you would probably not do this again. Okay, noted. That's what I heard. I don't know what you guys said, but I just heard you wouldn't do it again. Go again. What do we got here?
All right.
You go for it.
So, have you ever had issues with sleep? If so, what things did you do to get your sleep patterns back on track quick as possible? So I use Titan Serenity on those days, stressed and not sleeping well. That would probably be my go-to, or growth releasing hormone peptide. I usually use testosterone if I do use that. And those usually do the trick for me to get me to sleep. Some people might be a lot more stressed, or they're dieting like very, very hard. It's hard to sleep. Titan Serenity is usually a good one for them. Non-narcotic, works very well. It helps in other ways too, not just with sleep.
Is Epitolon?
Epitolon?
Is it?
Epitolon you wouldn't use for sleep.
1 second. We're just doing a little research real quick. Sorry.
We looked up a couple recently. Epithalon, Thymosin Alpha 1. Which one
Was that the
Yeah.
rhythm?
Yeah.
Circadian?
Yeah, circadian rhythm. It helps it. Yep.
Yeah, Epithalon.
I would help with sleep, I guess, to a certain extent with the rhythm of the heart. Yeah.
The rhythm again. We're trying to get back into that flow, that thing. But yeah, John gave you a few of those. One thing I've heard just decades is that melatonin for a short period of time, do not get carried away with it.
Yep.
Yeah. And then just start shutting yourself down at night. You know, just your own habits.
No phone, no TV, at least an hour before bed. Like try to stay away from anything that's stimulating the brain. You know, that will definitely cause you to stay awake for sure.
Yeah. It says the Epithalon can help normalize your melatonin cycles.
Oh, nice.
Right.
Directly influences the pineal gland.
Right.
One more time. Read that for the fans.
Epithalon directly influences the pineal gland, which is responsible for secreting melatonin, and it helps normalize the melatonin cycles, especially in people whose natural production has declined with age or stress.
That's right. That's a good one. Now, to add on to that effect, what I was going to tell you guys is like Epithalon is basically like the dinosaur now. So now that all the pharmacies are starting to make Pinolon, so you can go directly to the effect and stop messing around with like a precursor type thing. So that's what we're getting into right now. Like Epithalon's getting like discontinued, and then Pinol is getting made right now, is what I'm hearing. So that's going to be the go-to. So it'll be even better as far as getting the rhythm back on track. You're literally going right to the source and hitting it.
I hope this helped you out there, my friend.
Faster adaptation to jet lag. Or
Wow.
shift work. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Gosh, that helped me going overseas.
Yeah. That's
Jeez Louise, that's a
perfect
big
for
one.
that.
Yeah. Awesome things, baby.
Yeah.
It's crazy the world we
Always
live,
changing. Keep it coming.
right?
Absolutely.
There's a lot of weird things happening in the world today, but this is some great stuff when it comes to your own body and making yourself so healthy.
As we talk to John, who's self-driving.
Who's self-driving this incredible ride?
And I can't do this to any of the other cars. What else we got? Anything else in here?
Oh yeah. We got ones coming off of we got the live over on
Wow.
IG. My IG people.
Oh, here's one from IG. For hypertrophy training specifically, should pre-exhaust movements be utilized each workout, or is it better to put more weight on main compounds like the shoulder press? And
One more
inclines?
time. That's a great one. Sorry about that.
For hypertrophy training specifically, should pre-exhaust movements be utilized each workout, or is it better to push more weight on main compounds like shoulder press, inclines, etc.?
Johnny?
I guess I would put it on the main compounds. That's what I would do, I guess. It's kind of like still lost in the question a little bit here.
I'm lost every time they just use the word hypertrophy.
Hypertrophy?
I understand it, but it's like I would probably do the compounded movements and put more weight on the compounded movements. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, what are you doing set wise and all that? I guess too, right? Just going to failure.
I'm going to let Jeff answer this one for me.
Ooh.
Go for it, Jeff. What's your answer to that guy?
Fucking go heavy. Go heavy.
That's what I said. Go heavy on the movements.
Go heavy. Have fun. Go heavy. Be pre-exhausted.
Oh.
And here's a little mic influence answer.
Mona.
Uh-oh.
Do it for 2 weeks.
See how
Let
it
us know
works.
how it works. Come back.
Sorry, guys.
But that's for real.
It's true. It's definitely true. I mean,
You over your
No, you're okay.
Oh man, what do you think about limb lengthening surgery to get taller for short men?
Dude, this has changed the game. I don't know if you've seen the latest on these surgeries. There's been a lot of people that have been getting these surgeries, and there has been some good results from these surgeries. Do I think I would want to get this surgery? Probably not, because it's a pretty in-depth surgery where they're breaking your bones, they're adding those inserts in, and it's a pretty lengthy recovery. But I have seen some guys like recently, even locally here in Tampa. This guy was like 5'7", now he's like 6'1". Okay. And he's tall. He's playing basketball. And I'm like, how are you playing basketball? And he's like, well, I'm finally stable. I'm like, oh my. So it was kind of crazy to see it actually work, because I've seen it like 10 years ago and it was like, I don't know about this. But I mean, they're doing that. I think the other big one here in Tampa is the penile implants, and they're extending penile. So, I guess that's the big thing now, extensions in all different places.
That just, yeah.
It just blew your mind out.
Too much weight on my back and stuff. I don't need more injuries. I'm good.
But for the smaller guy that's 5'7",
I'm giving it no thought. So I can't answer on that, man.
I just think it's weird, because then your torso is the same, your arms are the same.
You get to choose, because they can't touch your vertebrae, so they have to do the legs.
It's your legs. It's your legs. Yeah, like right the shin, like below the shin, like right there. That's where they do it. They insert like these rods.
Yeah.
It's no joke, dude. I've seen full surgeries, guys and girls done. I mean, it's crazy to see. And
they put you like the Forrest Gump leg braces.
For real, like the struts and the whole nine. Yeah, he's right. But
okay. Good luck to Nurse Mike and the Hobbit.
Well, that's what I was just gonna say. The Hobbit can actually get taller.
Yeah, you could at least get up to 5'5" or something.
Wow,
that'd be great.
You can get love handle surgery.
You can get over 4'11" to 5'5". Nice.
Have you seen that Dr. Mike on here? I mean, I'm not gonna say anything bad about him at all, but like I seen like an interview that he had, and he was talking about how he was gonna get like his love handles like taken off, and then he was looking at like breaking a couple of his ribs and like putting this polymer sheath on the inside. I'm like, holy shit! I'm like, that sounds pretty serious. I mean, the surgeries people are having nowadays are just crazy. What you can do, I guess.
I love the fact that you're that knowledgeable and you can regurgitate your books and get a PhD and still can't figure out how to get rid of a love handle except for surgery. There you go, man. There's a $1 million degree that means nothing. You're still an idiot. Good job. Proud of you.
It's genetic, Mike.
You're on fire today, dude.
That's not fire, kid. That's just honesty. That's the reality of it. I'm smarter than everybody. I'm better than Michael Metzer. What?
Well, I don't know about that. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, well, there's
Mike Metzer has posters on the wall of millions of people. Nobody in the history of humanity will have a poster of Nurse Mike. Except unless it's a dartboard or something. It's like, can you get that? Easy shot.
What not to look like.
Yeah. See, that's a good example. It's a great example. What not to be like. Don't be so misconception of yourself so much so that you're a walking genius that can't do anything.
Yeah, definitely.
Congratulations. You won the lottery in life.
Oh my God. That's so funny.
The dartboard's wild.
Dartboard. I gotta make that.
Yeah, now
I'll give him 10%. I'll get a dartboard together for him.
just a thank you from Mexico.
Hola, ¿cómo está? Muchas gracias.
How to Look Like a Donut by Dr. Mike. Nobody clipped that.
Everybody clipped that. Oh my God. Guy's half my age.
Studies.
I had a better body before puberty than this guy's ever going to have in his entire life, being gassed out of his mind.
For real.
And I guess that's part of the problem. The part of the problem is that knowledge, I don't know, check this. I don't know if it was Einstein or Freud said that be careful, an education or that to that level can make you stupid.
Right.
It's an interesting thing. It's an interesting thing when you can regurgitate everything and cannot apply a simple thing to yourself.
That's true. It's true. A lot of people had no degrees could get their body in shape for sure. They understand basic nutrition, basic training, you know? It's not hard.
Einstein, Mark.
Hold on.
A version of it. Mark Twain.
Go Mark Twain. That's who I thought.
Mark Twain said, "I never let my schooling interfere with my education."
Do another.
Einstein. Education is what remains after one has forgotten what he has learned in school.
I like that.
That's good. I like that. Yeah, me too.
But again, these guys are nobody compared to Nurse Mike. So,
yeah. John Mill. I don't know who that is. Education makes a wise man wiser and a fool more foolish.
ooh,
That's good.
it's like it's at that money quote. Money doesn't. Money. What's the quote? Money unveils who you really are. Kind of an aspect when you become rich. Oh, he's an asshole. Now he's rich. It's like, no, he was always an asshole.
Right.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Good little quotes today. Mark Twain. I like him.
Yeah.
I like Marky.
Good.
Give Johnny another one.
Right.
Johnny's hitting the bad boy. FYI on baseball and Titan.
Ooh, yeah. What's going on?
Still by far the favorite. He's the star. He's the quarterback
Really?
now. He loves quarterback. He loves scoring football touchdowns, but he says baseball.
Get out of here.
Baseball, piano.
I like it. I like it a lot, man. Classic all the way, round and round. That's beautiful, dude.
A skill sport for my kid, that's huge.
Yeah, that's huge for sure. And then to have the knowledge to be able to play piano at his age right now, be able to do that, read music and everything, it's almost like genius, dude. It's awesome. It's really, it's something you should be proud of, man, for sure.
Yeah, just for any parents out there, I recommend an athletic sport like football and stuff. You can start later, but a skill sport, they got to start young. There's such a level to that, to being throwing the ball, catching the ball, any kind of that. Tennis, golf, baseball, anything that takes that kind of skill and eyesight and coordinate. It's just props.
Level up for sure.
So you go back to Bo Jackson.
You're just gonna.
Who else? Deion Sanders, Michael Jordan did both. Jordan did baseball and basketball.
Yeah.
And Deion Sanders was talking about the greatest athlete. And Deion was great because Deion's a phenomenon. And he said something like, well, you got to forget, you forget that Deion, he said, you forgot that Michael Jordan and I couldn't hit the curveball, or Bo Jackson could do everything. And it's like, imagine that kid.
Oh, yeah. I got to see him play, man. I got to see him play. So, like, when he came off that, I got to see him play a lot, actually. Like, when he came off the hip surgery, he was on the White Sox. We had season tickets. I can see Bo Jackson all the time play. So, yeah, man. I mean, that guy was a force. He was a force. And he had a cannon of an arm. A cannon. Like, you'll see, like, him and Deion Sanders, there are actually plays where they played against each other where Bo's hitting home runs, right? But Deion Sanders actually hits an inside the park home run on, like, basically, like, Bo didn't get to the ball quick enough, and he ran the bases all around and got inside the park. I mean, when you look at those two, they're phenomenal. I mean, when you look at Deion, he went from one game to the World Series. He went from playing football to going to the baseball World Series and playing, right? On a plane the same day. Like, there's nobody's ever done anything like that. That is, like, true, like, wow. Like, wow. You can play one sport professionally, you are truly gifted and lucky and blessed. If you can play two sports, it's really unheard of. Like, right now, like, the guy in baseball who he's defining baseball, and nobody's ever done what this guy's done. Shohei Ohtani. Shohei Ohtani is never going to get touched, hopefully, in a long time, but this guy hits and pitches. He gets hurt. Second Tommy John comes back as a DH hitter for the whole year, gets the MVP. Nobody's ever done that. No, never done that. Okay, and start pitching at the end of the year. Second Tommy John. Now he's going to his second World Series, probably get a second ring. So it's just crazy. Last game to get in the World Series, hits 3 home runs, one game. Nobody does that, guys. And the pitcher is just phenomenal. So it's just showing what some of these athletes can truly accomplish, and they set the standard for the next great to come. It's awesome.
I would have loved to seen Bo play.
Yeah.
He was great. He was definitely great.
A lot of creatine questions. We've gotten those, though. How many days should you take between working a particular muscle group?
2 days. Just depends on how good you recover. And did you really break it down the first day that you really trained?
So
usually like 2 or 3 days, maybe 4 tops. But everybody's different.
To answer this kind of question, there's a little bit. If you're just the average Joe, the weekend warrior, and you want to work out, you do it, once a week, right? But if you're taking this to a level of where you should try to take this is to understand weightlifting, and this is for both you guys here, everybody here. When I'm gonna mute that. So when it comes to working out, you're either trying to build muscle, right, or you're trying to build strength. So there's got to be the 2 aspects to this, right? Mm-hmm. So my recommendation is: are you on a power program right now where you're trying to build your strength, or are you on a bodybuilding program where you're trying to focus on the muscle? So that's what you've got to decide first and foremost. Just asking the question. How many times can you work out, or how long you should go in between workouts?
How much should I eat?
Yeah,
what's the best exercise?
Again, this would be a basic question. You got to figure out what you want to do. And if you're not ready for power bodybuilding or summer shred, right? One to build muscle, one to get in shape, or one to get stronger. You just want to try to change your physique to get a little bit leaner. I would still say pick a program. Have the understanding of picking a program, and then that program will tell you how many days that you should train in between, instead of just going, can I train every day? Can I take 3 days off? That kind of thing.
And then the minor questions that you have in between the workout sessions on your training program, click that link there, guys. That's going to get you into the Titan crew, which Mike periodically will do check-ins. In these check-ins, as Mike goes over your nutrition, your training, and he gives you a in-depth plan of attack that you can do from your sleep, your eating, your stress, and any questions in between. And after this live, we're going to go into the group and we're going to complete the check-ins that the Titans have already submitted for this week. Now, it's already too late if you haven't done it, but you can get in on the next one. So just click that link there. You're going to sign up. Titan Crew's free for everybody. So once you have your meal plans, you email it over to Mike, you shoot over these 20 questions that Mike gives you, and boom, your plan is laid out for you, your nutrition is laid out for you, everything. John helps you with the blood work. We can help go over the numbers.
So much we can do together.
Infinite possibilities.
But I would recommend, again, it does take a long time to get in shape, create the body you want. Mm-hmm. So my recommendation is work with somebody so that they can shorten that bridge from you trying to figure out the gym. I went, it's been almost a year now, over a year, that I went back into a martial arts. And the first thing I did was I looked for somebody, not just a great martial artist or teacher, but someone that has done it to a level that very few have, but then also can incorporate it into an age bracket that would be badass, right?
Oh,
so there was reasons why I chose Master Silva to coach me, because he can compartmentalize and go, okay, you don't need this and this. for this martial arts. You've already got some of this. We're going to focus here. Now, metaphorically, I'm speaking like I look at you and I go, we really got to focus on that stomach. You're fat. We got to bring down this waistline. So that's what he did with martial arts in me. And then on top of that, there was an age thing where he's 72 and he tears the head off of 20-year-old black belts. I'm like, I think that's kind of cool.
He's 72?
72.
Jeez, you wouldn't know.
And the way he muckies around on a limb and could snap it is so badass. And I'm like, this is something possibly I would like to have 1% of.
Right.
And so that's why you do the training. You go, okay, I don't know how many days to train this week. I want to do this hypertrophy training. Well, what you really want to do is just make sure that you're moving forward the best you can. So there's a lot of weeds that you have to pull out to get to where you want. Let's shorten that. Let's get that ready, rocking and rolling. That way, January 1st, we're in the new year and absolutely crushing it.
It's a good analogy. A lot of weeds in the way. And there are.
So go get that bridge. I'm gonna leave this one up here for you guys. We're gonna jump out of here now.
We outie.
You guys have a great day. Get on over into the Titan crew. We'll leave that there for you guys. And we'll also put this up for you guys to, if you didn't see it live, this will be up there for you guys to watch a little bit later.
That's the one, yeah. It's in.
Oh, yeah,
That's in here somewhere.
Yeah, look at it. Look at the abs. Whoop.
Yeah.
Whoop. You guys don't know. That's going up. Head on over there. We'll talk to you soon.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
There's a moment there. Send me that whole thing and I'll try to grab it.